All right. Welcome to Sideboard MTG. My name's Eric, and we've got some FNM decks for you. Decks that their owners felt strongly enough about them that they donated in chat, triggering that donation bonus, and we're going to be playing their FNM decks. And remember, if you want your deck played, then $20 donation will get it played on our next episode of FNM decks. So the offer is there for you guys. If you want to play any of these decks, check them out for yourself. manatraders is still our sponsors. They give that discount there, Sideboard MTG Blue, for your 15% off your first 3 months. So let's jump into these FNM decks. And remember, if you like these decks, give them thumbs ups. Let the guys know that you like their decks. So let's check them out. All right, what's up? Tier 1 Jank. Is Kamina in one of these lists? No, it's not. Kamina is not in one of the lists. I'm sorry. I did not. There's not a Kamina in. I just made that thumbnail because I like the way that FNM went off to the side on it. I don't know. My bad. Anyway, we've got a pretty sweet deck here. It's another Sarkhan's Unsealing deck, so I might as well just start with that. So everything that has 4 power or greater will trigger the Sarkhan's Unsealing. The things that have 7 power will trigger the second effect, doing 4 damage to each opponent and each creature they can and planeswalker they control. No small matter. What a clickbait, and we're all so excited. I was trying to find, like, how am I going to run these donation decks, right? Like how am I going to run everyone's donation bonus decks? And it's like I got to looking at them and I was like, man, this is this dude's FNM deck. And I got to looking at the next one. I was like, this is someone's FNM deck. They built a Spyglass or a Spybug Surveil deck, and they were like, this is their FNM deck, and they wanted to see it shown off. This is Lee Hansen, and we got Be Informed's deck here. So I mean, I was like, okay, well then that's what we're gonna do. So there you go. Who knows? I mean, it stays on theme. Magic, FNM, whatever. Forgive me, Jan. Forgive me. I should have put up a Diablo Immortal tag and went, yeah, there we go. That'd be some good clickbait. What do you guys think about Diablo Immortal? I know that some of the people watching are Diablo fans, and there's a lot of flack about Diablo Immortal right now, and it's crazy. Anyway, so let's talk about this Sarkhan's Unsealing deck. This deck is, I believe, Be Informed's deck. Revel in Riches art. The Revel in Riches art? Anyway, Sarkhan's Unsealing. Whenever you cast a creature, power 4, 5, or 6, do 4 damage to any target. And 7 power, 4 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. We've got a lot of ways to trigger that. We can trigger the 7 power effects with Infernal Hellion and Carnage Tyrant. We can trigger the other effects with cards like Doom Whisperer or Still Leaf Champion, along with some Rekindling Phoenixes and Gore Claws. We can also get there a little bit smoother with our Druids of the Cowl. Now, you will see here that he is running Still Leaf Champion, and he does have 5 sources in the entire mana base that will not allow that do not produce green. However, because of the Druid of the Cowl, I think that he might be able to get away with this, and at least casting it after a Sarkhan's Unsealing will still be good in this deck. You will have those opportunities, but most of the time, this is a deck trying to cast Still Leaf Champion on 3 or even 4, and sometimes even 5 or 6. So, not just because we're succumbing to the idea that we're not necessarily going to be casting Still Leaf Champion on curve, then I'm kind of okay with that. But there's going to be a lot of times where we can cast this on turn 3, just because, we do have that opportunity with something like a Druid of the Cowl. So that is an option there. We do have Merfolk Branchwalker to help smooth out the draws just a little bit. Get a little bit more explore action in there, and then some Assassin's Trophies to deal with pretty much anything that could come in the way. Now it is going to be ramping, so we don't want to use that early in the games, but Assassin's Trophy to deal with those hard to deal with permanents. Vraska's Contempt to get rid of something for good. So alternative to Kamina donation decks, pet decks, and common pet card. Oh yeah, there we go. See, you got a oh yeah, Rebel and Riches art donation bonus. Oh, okay, yeah, I got where you're coming from. Eldest Reborn and Fine here to give a little bit more card advantage. Being able to remove one of the opponent's creatures, making them discard a card, and then getting something back for yourself is wonderful. And then, of course, the big kahuna here. Galta, Mother Earth herself in dinosaur form. Galta is going to be able to trigger Sarkhan's Unsealings, 7 or greater. This big, massive 12/12. Might not even be that hard to get down due to some of the other creatures we have, like Goreclaw, making them cheaper. Like Goreclaw takes 6 mana off of Galta by himself. That's pretty sweet. So, I mean, and if he gets to swing, he takes 7 mana off of Galta and play Galta on the second main phase. I mean, that's not horrible, right? I mean, Galta's for 5 would still be good. Anyway, in the sideboard, we've got some Crushing Canopy. We've got Fiery Cannonade, Vine Mayor. This triggers, and then of course Vivian Reed, and some Banefires. Who doesn't want to Banefire someone, right? Crashing Brontodon's really good here. A lot of either like enchantment hate or flying hate. So like it's not just Vivian. We've also got like Crushing Canopies to bring down those flyers. But overall, we've got a Sarkhan's Unsealing deck here. Let's go play it and see how it plays. What's up, James Carr of us? Just playing PoE? PoE. What is Path of Exile? Man. Oh. You just play Path of Exile. Okay, that's I never actually got into Path of Exile. Big Diablo fan, but never got into Path of Exile. Probably should have, but didn't. This is not a horrible hand. We can get into the Phoenix. This is okay. I'll keep this. I don't think we say no to this hand. I will play out my green sources first before I play down the mountain, just in case we like get another green source or top deck a like we need to get like a green source off of Merfolk Branchwalker and then top deck like Steel Leaf Champion or something. I'll leave myself open to that draw anyway. Alright, that's a Vraska's Contempt. We can't cast that. I'm going to put it in the graveyard. And we're going to pass the turn. I don't think it's going to do us a lot of good to pull a card that we just can't cast. And in this game, we're very unlikely to be able to cast it. We are likely to be able to at least hit for a couple points of damage here with... See, this is not horrible either. He's tapped out, so we can just go ahead and play this, get that F6 value in. Alternative to... I know I came in a little bit late on everyone, so we are going to be playing Jeskai Flash tomorrow, so... Blood Operative. Okay. I mean, Jeskai Flash. Yes, we're going to be playing Jeskai Flash tomorrow. Carnage Tyrant. Well, I don't think I swing right now. Maybe I do. I mean, if he blocks, he blocks. And then we just get rid of Senior Blood Operative here. I was curious if he was just gonna, you know, crack that Blood Operative off on a block. Looks like he's not, so I'm curious at what he wants to do here. Yes, Jeskai Flash is Dev's deck. Gonna have to look that up. Flash, fastest deck alive. No. Runs in the money for it most expensive. Oh, really? Come on, opponent. Just get rid of the Assassin's Trophy. Oh, what a nightmare. I think now there's just no point in giving him the option to gain life. So I'm just not going to swing with the Merfolk Branchwalker now, which will kind of punish him for his block earlier. I mean, we'll see. Or his lack of a block earlier. Although I will be swinging with a Hellion, which if I swing with it that turn, I'm probably going to swing with a Merfolk Branchwalker that turn as well. So, need black sources. We ran one of these decks in the past for Rush, who is actually just showed up here in chat. Forgive me, guys. I just ate spaghetti and oh man, indigestion. So I'm trying to like hide the burps, but man. Anyway, we played one of these decks for Rush, and his was also Jun. Or Naya. I toyed around with his Jun version of the deck. Wow, he's gonna get in. Alright. Does he have like a board wipe or something? And he needs to kill something. I mean, we're lethal on board here. Land into Carnage Tyrant would be nice. But yes, we played an Unsealing deck for Rush, a few of them. And with Jun, we were having a big problem with mana. So, 'tis a thing. Sparks is a good kill spell. I mean, if we swing right now, right? And he blocks the Phoenix, he takes 10. He blocks here, he takes 11. He blocks here, he loses Doom Whisperer, takes 7. I'm gonna feel real bad if he like he can't block the Druid of the Cowl, right? So like that's a free swing. Like how much of this is just free? Like doesn't he just have to stop the Infernal Hellion? I mean, because if he blocks the Druid of the Cowl, he dies to the board. If he blocks... Okay, he'll be at 2. Okay. He'll take 7, 8. Be at 5. Four. That's right. 1 point of trample. That's... Oh. Oh, I'm not in main phase. Is the mono blue deck that got second place at the PPTQ a good FNM deck? Well, all right. So FNM's like that. It's a strange monster because you could have a group of people that they all play red deck, and if you got a lot of red deck, then no, the mono blue deck's not good. If you've got a lot of people there that are playing like mid-range decks, more slow style decks, then yes, it would be absolutely wonderful to play there. However, its worst matchup is mono red. So, you know, it just depends. But as far as an overall, is it just a good deck? That deck's not only just a good FNM deck. Gabriel Nassif proved that deck was also a competitive deck in our meta this format. So, I'm a big fan of mono blue, but when someone says should have been 2 games and done, laugh out loud, good game. Is that a diss? Oh man. Should have been 2 games and done. Did they end up winning like the best 2 out of 3 in game 3 or something? Or did they win game 1, then lose game 2, and then you come back and win game 3 as well? You got a lot of 3-color control. You may be interested then. Alright, so we've got a minute left here. What do we want against this dude's deck? So we know we've got Search for Escanta, Disinformation Campaign. You know, he's got some black creatures. Like I think I want Vivian Reed. He's got Doom Whispers and multiple enchantments. It may be worth it to do Disinformation or the Crushing Canopy, but I'm a little bit worried about Crushing Canopy. Brontodon's not horrible. I kind of want Vine Mare. Let's take Vine Mare over Infernal Hellion. I'm gonna take Vivian Reed for card advantage, and then I'll cut down Goreclaw, and I'm gonna cut down Galta in this matchup. Like yes, Vraska is wonderful, but I just want the Vivian Reed, so. What's my code for manatraders? The code is Sideboard MTG Blue this month. So if you sign up for manatraders, Sideboard MTG Blue. Sadly, this season, if you got blue, you wouldn't see round 2. Not a horrible hand. I'll keep. Vine Mare could just do wonderful things here for us. I mean, it's not horrible. And see, that even makes it a little bit better right there, drawing the additional 4-drop. It's just, after turn 4, we'll start pressuring the opponent. So that's not a bad card either. I mean, there's an argument to leave that up in case he plays like Disinformation Campaign here. Blood Operative. How scared of Blood Operative are we? Does that give me the heebie-jeebies? Like, do we get worried about that? I kind of want to say no. I mean, we've got this turn to think about it. I don't think that we have to deal with it right now. Plus, I would really like to make the opponent like try to counter me. You know what? Actually, I think that alone makes me want to deal with this Blood Operative a little bit more. But also, like, I just don't. I'd rather like have the skill spell for backup versus like you know, just next turn them playing. Yeah, I'm not doing anything about this Blood Operative. Like I'm more worried about the Doom Whisperer, isn't that his name? Yeah, Doom Whisperer. or something crazy like a Thief of Sanity. Alright, I'll get rid of Thief of Sanity. I'm not dealing with that, and I'm not going to risk him having a Vraska's Contempt for my Rekindling Phoenix. So, yeah. We got Vraska's Contempt, though. Which help us deal with some of his problematic permanents. Like Blood Operative. Deal with Blood Operative right here. Because lands let you cast blue spells. That's why an island's like, you know, the most, you know, powerful card in all of Magic. Let you cast blue spells. To block or not to block? I don't think I'll worry about it. I don't think that I step into my Phoenix. Like, I may end up, like, taking a turn off to Vraska's Contempt this thing. But, yeah, Hey, okay, there's another Blood Operative. Yeah, we're probably going to get rid of one of them now. Foil Island, greater than Island. Fair enough. Foil unglued. Another Blood Operative. Well. Alright, so we need to take this turn off to, like, this should have been something else. Alright, so we risk the Phoenix here to block a Blood Operative, and then we Contempt a Blood Operative. Yeah. Take 3. Take 1, technically. But he's going to gain 6. It's brutal. Brutal. Here we go. Does he have the counter spell? Might have it. Oh, he's gonna Contempt the Phoenix. That. I can kind of live with that. Ooh, alright. So I'll trade Hellion for it. I'm not going to play Vivian Reed with no backup straight into double Blood Operative just a loser. So, you know, there we go. I'm just not going to do it. Lee Hansen says we have okay permission. What? Oh my goodness, I've missed a ton of chat, have I? Yeah, I'm trying to catch up. Just thinking about how many counters are in this season. It's mine. There are a lot of blue spells. That's what you mean by okay permission. Yes, we've got some pretty okay permission spells. Alright, so I'm gonna kill a Blood Operative here. Take 3 more. He's at 37 life. Discovery. Jun Unsealing, that's right. What's up, Barry? Good evening. Weird you didn't get the email notification? That's YouTube. Tier 1 jank. Okay. I think that I go ahead and play Vivian I mean, if he starts swinging at Vivian, we buy a little bit of time at least. Sweet. We get to uptick. Vinemare. Sure. We just have a set of Vinemares. Seems great. Yeah, I've been a little unsealinged out. Just been slammed with this deck over and over, and it's just like, eh. Unsealing's a really cool card, but unfortunately, it's just not enough. Like, it's very slow, and in order to get things online, sometimes you just need a lot of things to kind of just happen. You know, you just kind of need everything to line up for it. So, yes, Rush. Well, I played yours, and then I played mine. I really liked the deck, so I played a whole bunch of it. And I really liked it. Like, when it was going off, it was like the greatest highs. It was just awesome. It's like, we're doing stuff, and then, you know, like, it was just awesome. But the games you played where you weren't doing much of anything were just miserable. So, yeah, the unsealing decks. Unfortunately, I've fallen out of favor with them. I really have. Like, because you want to be playing all these really huge, you know, or high toughness dudes, it means that you're really only going to be playing one spell per turn. Like, we still need 8 mana to be able to play multiple spells. So, let's look and see what we have. Goreclaw, Still Leaf Champion. Can't pick up the Unsealing. Still Leaf Champion's not horrible here. It's better than Goreclaw, technically. Goreclaw, we can play it and play a Vinemare on the same turn. So we could put down 2. Yeah, I'm going to take the Goreclaw. Just because I can actually make 2 plays in a single turn here. That's the only reason I'm taking Goreclaw. Have we gotten a mono blue stream yet? Oh yeah, I streamed mono blue like at the beginning of Arena. No! Come on, opponent. It's not cool. That was our card advantage. So I'm gonna take 3 of it, leave Goreclaw out because I want to be able to cast I want to be able to cast multiple spells. So here's a Vinemare. I'm an idiot. Oh man, I tapped both my black sources. Genius. Just a genius. A Doom Whisperer. Okay, well. That's not horrible. I've got to take care of the Doom Whisperer, though. Next turn we can play the Golgari Finebroker. He's going to do some surveilling. He's only at 46. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. However, if I hadn't have made the mistake, I would have used it that turn. I wouldn't have had an answer for the Doom Whisperer. Would have been dead to the Doom Whisperer. Golgari Finebroker is going to be good here because like we can use it to, you know, chump block versus these dudes. Getting in. Alright, we're turning the curve. He's at 35. Right, he can surveil his full deck. Yeah, he could just dig down to what he wanted. There's a Doom Whisperer. Alright. I'm going to the next game. Our top card would have been a Sarkhan's Unsealing. So it would have been... Nope. No good. You take everything back. Wile E. Coyote Super Genius. Alright? 900 IQ. 900 IQ plays, right? There we go. Get rid of Assassin's Trophy here. I don't want to help him get there at all. Fire Cannonade seems like it'd be fun. Banefire seems like it'd be decent. The extra toughness seems great. I'm taking, I don't know, Still Leaf Champion has that extra toughness. Maybe we just take out the Druid of the Cows. We're going long anyway. Alright, here we go. Alright. No, we can't keep... well, we could. We technically can. I mean, we're live for Still Leaf draw. What do you guys think? I'll let you guys decide. Do we keep a 2-lander, Carnage Tyrant, Still Leaf? Do have a Merfolk Branchwalker here. I think we keep it. I think we can keep it. I'm going to keep it. Let's do it. Carpe Diem. Alright, here we go. Okay, a lot of you guys are saying keep. Easy Explorer, right? Okay. That's what I was thinking. Like, maybe we can just explore into some lands. Maybe we can just naturally hit some lands. We do need a green source, though. Because I would love to... I would love to be able to turn 3 the Still Leaf Champion. Which would be pretty sweet. Oh. Carpe not turning. Seize the Night. I like that. There we go. Seize the Night. You're interested in seeing the pirate deck? The pirate deck looks pretty sweet. I'm looking forward to the pirate deck as well. This is not bad, ladies and gentlemen. So green, green, green. I said green. Still Leaf Champion, not a bad card here. Like, this is definitely going to put a clock on him or make him do something about us. Merfolk Branchwalker is good because we get to block these blood operatives. We have no cards in the graveyard, so he's got to exile his own if he wants to get rid of something. Apparently Wild Growth Walker is a good card with Explore. Really? Wild Growth Walker and Explore creatures. I'll have to try that. I'll have to check that out. I don't want to give him the opportunity here. Like, if he wants... I want him to just, like, lose negatively if he's going to lose. Perfect. Well, this could be game right here. Like, this could be the moment that seals the deal or unseals the deal. I couldn't help it. I had to. I had corny ass joke. Alright, whatever. See, we hit lands. Yeah, we did. We hit lands. Even willing to get rid of this forest. He tapped out again. Like, what the hell is he doing? This did not do enough. Alright, well, damage time. Time to smash him. Another 7. Opponent is burnt toast. You miss any crazy play lines? No. No, just kept a two-hander and curved out and just wrecked this dude. I mean, it may not be over. He may, like, do something. Like, Doom Whisperer. Doom Whisperer does not do job. God, I gotta stop hanging around with my buddy. He keeps doing that. Alright. Take damage, opponent. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Getting it done. Sarkhan's Unsealing, everybody. Jun Sarkhan's Unsealing by Be Informed. First deck in your description, or link in the description box. If you guys want to check this deck out, play it for yourself. It's an unsealing deck. It works. It's functional. Needs more mana. Right? The mana is just not available right now. Rakdos mana and Rakdos lands and Gruul lands are going to make these decks much better. But Be Informed, nice job on your unsealing deck. I am sure the people at your FNM do not want to play against this crazy thing. But pretty cool deck. Yeah, we did win. We just like straight curved out on the opponent. Rush, you of all people know, like when this deck just goes off, it just hammers so hard, and that's what it did. Turn 3 still leave champion, and then like just started wrecking. Turn 4 Sarkhans, yeah, into a Vine Mare, into Carnage Tyrant. It was get wrecked. You love unsealing. Can't wait for Rakdos. Right, Rakdos and Gruul will both bring the Sarkhan's Unsealing decks a little bit more love. So, Be Informed, sweet deck, man. You guys will have to. I know I'm not as enthusiastic as maybe I should be. I'm a little depressed about some Immortal Diablo Immortal right now. No, I think I'm catching a cold, but the game it's got me hurt. It's got me hurt. Rakdos is going to be lit. Yeah, Rakdos is going to be good. Oh yeah, when the Sarkhan's Unsealing decks are rolling, they're really good. All right, guys. I know a lot of you and gals. I know a lot of you were wanting to see the Surveiling deck, Surveil, and here it is. All right, you've seen it. There we go. We've got Sarkhan. Not Sarkhan, Surveiling pirates here. Now, granted, they're not all pirates, but there's a couple pirates in here. Okay, a few pirates. All right. So we've got Siren Stormtamer. Everybody's a fan. Everybody's been a fan of Siren Stormtamer for a while now. Cool way to protect your more important creatures. Good early threat. Believe it or not, a 1-mana 1/1 flyer. It's amazing how many just points of chip damage I've gotten in with Siren Stormtamers. Just a wonderful card. Has the ability to counter, settle the wreckage, duress, things like that. Great things can be said about that. No, this isn't actually a pirate stack. No, it's not. But it's kind of, right? It's kind of like Pirate Surveil. We'll talk about it. So, Siren Stormtamer giving you a counter on a creature. That's important to remember, okay? Next year, we've got Direfleet Poisoner giving you Death Touch on a creature. And Flash. I mean, it's an Ambush Viper. Being able to flash this in. You can also flash it in during combat. Like if someone was going to, block your Siren Stormtamer, and they had a 2/2, but you had already put a +1/1 counter on it, and you wanted to save it, and you're swinging in, and they've got a 2/2. You could turn it into a 3/3, give it Death Touch, stuff like that. Just crazy stuff. Direfleet Poisoner, just, you know, throwing a little vial of poison around whenever you need it. I really like this card. Like, I've always been a fan of Ambush Viper. I've been a fan of, you know, using that mode on Snapcaster Mage, you know, getting in front of, like, Geist to Saint Wrath and stuff like that. I know we've all, like, played Snapcaster Mages for absolutely no value before, other than just have either a 2-1 or have a 2-1 blocker that could trade or something like that. It's, you know, that it's not exactly like the greatest thing in the world, but it's good. I like it. And being able to, like, just throw this in front of something like a Carnage Tyrant when they didn't realize that's what they were going to do, then, you know, bam, done. Yes, but unfortunately we don't have Tricksters. I wouldn't mind running Poisoners, Tricksters, things like that all in one deck. That'd be interesting. That would be a cool deck. But we've also got, like, Spy Bugs, you know, insects that are going to get triggers when we surveil. We've got Lazav, who can, you know, either turn into, you know, Death Touch creature. He can turn into a counter spell for us. We can have Lazav turn into something like an Izareth, the Awakener. Izraeth, the Awakener. When you know, she attacks, we can pay X mana and get back a creature card from our graveyard to the battlefield. So, like, we can do some crazy stuff there. She's also got Death Touch. She's a 3/3 with Death Touch. We've got Nightveil Predator, which is really powerful card. Also got Death Touch. So we've got a lot of Death Touch creatures here and ways to, like, make ourselves, you know, have Death Touch. Make our creatures have Death Touch, like Lazav, copying most of these. We've got Unexplained Disappearance here to return creatures to their owner's hand while giving us a Surveil trigger. This is instant speed Surveil trigger, which is kind of important. And then, of course, you know, some Thought Erasers to be able to rip cards out of our opponent's hand and get another Surveil trigger. And then when we get a little bit further up the curve, you know, you guys are going to see that Blood Operative we were just running into. I'm not a fan of this card, but you know, it is what we've got. You know, this is our recursive threat that we do have in Standard right now, and we just seen that opponent it started taking away with the game, and once he got ahead of the game, Blood Operative did enough work for him that he was able to pay enough to get it back and stuff like that. So I'm not a fan of this card, but, you know, we got to see, you know, firsthand it do great things just in the last matchup. So maybe I need to start giving it a little bit more credit. Next, we've got Price of Fame. Now, like, Cast Down can destroy target non-legendary creature. A lot of people seem to think that this just says can destroy target, like, legendary creature. That's not what it says. This can destroy target legendary creature for 2 mana for the exact same cost as Cast Down. However, for 4 mana, you can destroy anything. Alright? Any creature, and you get to Surveil for 2. So, like, I really like this card, and I think a lot of people are, like, underestimating the power of this card. And the more we get, you know, cards like Izraeth and, you know, Lazav and, you know, Lyra's and, like, pretty much all of the named angels, you know, cards like Price of Fame become more and more valuable. However, when you're not, you know, not targeting that, it's the cost of a Vraska's Contempt, but you get to Surveil 2 instead of gain 2 life, which may be a little too slow, so I get it. Phyrexian Scriptures, a lot of us have been talking about Phyrexian Scriptures in chat for a little while. The card's really good. I really like Phyrexian Scriptures. Those of you that don't know this saga, it was, I mean, it was the very first saga that was spoiled, right? So we should all know it, but this was it, the first spoiled saga. 2 black, 2 colorless. First counter gets put on it. You get to put a 1/1 counter on target creature that you control. On up to 1 target creature, not even that you control. That creature becomes an artifact in addition to its other types. And then on, you know, you untap, upkeep, draw, get the second counter, and you destroy all non-artifact creatures. Now remember, your creature just became an artifact, it got a little bit bigger, you're going to wipe the board of everything but that creature next turn. So, you know, that's pretty sweet. It keeps people from, you know, putting cards onto the battlefield. Like, they don't want to overcommit because you've already said, my next turn I will be wiping the board. Like, you either play Thraxos or die. Anyway, And that's kind of what this is. What this is. I mean, it's a delayed, reaction on the board wipe, but it keeps them from actually committing to the board. And sometimes that's what you want. Other times you want to catch them into committing to the board, and then you just make them lose everything. But making them miss an entire turn when they just really wanted to commit to the board and use their 5 mana, and you're going to have your mana to use on that turn, it's going to be pretty sweet for you. So. And then the last one is a one-sided graveyard hate, which it's not bad. It's not bad. Discovery Dispersal, underestimated card. This card's actually really broken. I love this card. I mean, you've got this like ponder style effect on one side, and then you've got a bounce on the other. It's not exactly controlled, but yeah, it's pretty good. So, and then for a little bit of counter action here, we got some syncopates, right? Just catch everything. All right, rip things out of their hand, counter what you can't rip out, kill what you can't counter, bounce what you didn't get a chance to counter, or you need more time to deal with. That's pretty sweet and straightforward. In the sideboard, we got some nice tricks though. We've seen Disinformation Campaign being used against us in the last game. Here we've got it in the sideboard. We can bring that in if we need, draw additional cards, make them discard cards. Just get that incremental card advantage. So Disinformation Campaign pretty good here. We've also got some Disdainful Strokes, which I think is becoming one of the most powerful counter spells in Standard right now. And there's points where cards like Disdainful Stroke become extremely powerful. Beforehand, it was a mixture of negates and essence scatters that were you're more powerful depending on what week. If you were going against control, if you were going against aggressive decks, you would want more negates, or you'd want more essence scatters. But anymore, you're really just wanting the Disdainful Strokes. Like anything under Disdainful Stroke range, you can probably deal with in combat, or you can just kill it, or they didn't get some ridiculous advantage off of it. However, anything beyond Disdainful Stroke that is being played in Standard is probably so devastating that you're hoping that you're going to catch this spell, and Disdainful Stroke does exactly that. So I'm really liking Disdainful Stroke in the meta right now. Love seeing 3 copies of that here. Next, we've got Metamorphic Alteration. Now, Metamorphic Alteration enters the battlefield. So you're going to pick a creature and enchant it. Now, when it enters the battlefield, the chosen creature is going to become a copy. Like the enchanted creature is going to become a copy of the chosen creature. There's a lot of ways you can toy around with this. You could make, your opponent's creature become like a 1/1, or you can make your dude become their dude, or your dude become another copy of your dude. So a lot of different things you can do. So Metamorphic Alteration, pretty cool. And then of course some Golden Demise and Nightveil Predators to round everything out. Golden Demise, wipe the board, an extra Nightveil Predator. You get this down, it's just a nightmare. It's a friggin' nightmare. That's it though. So this is your deck, right, Lee? I'm pretty sure this is Lee's deck. You were theory-crafting Metamorphic Alteration with Rite of Belzenlock yesterday. Yeah, that seems interesting. Metamorphic Alteration with Rite of Belzenlock. So you're going to turn like the little like 0/1s into Belzenlock? Man, I love how YouTube gives me a notification. Oh man, I'm sorry. We had a bunch of people pop up tonight saying they didn't get notifications. Oh, the event has been canceled. Canceled. Don't you kunkle no event on me. Alright. I'm not as in a chipper of a mood as I should be. I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys are used to, the brighter, cheerier, happier. Sorry. Quit. Woo, look at them lands. Alright, we're going to mulligan. Hey, there we go. Spy Bug, we can draw some cards, we can kill some stuff. I think we keep. Something decent on top. I think we can wait. Like, we just put this on the bottom and like look for something else. All right. That's gonna happen. All right. So someone was asking about mono blue earlier. I think that the spy bugs are going to be my turn 4. Barry, some sunshine for you. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate it. And it were you allowed to select to make it yellow? Because that's cool. Thanks, Barry. I appreciate it, man. It's just been cold and wet and rainy and just yucky. All right, we're gonna kill Warkite Marauder here, or try to. We'll try to. Thank you very much, Barry. I appreciate it, sir. Price of Fame, a little bit slow, but it's okay. I guess I can go ahead and go for the Dimir Spy Bug. And then we can go like Dimir Spy Bug and our Discovery Dispersal next turn. So love when this track plays. Yeah, me too. It's good. It's good. It's a. Oh my goodness! I have been filing so many claims. So many claims. Someone used. Matter of fact, I need to remove it from the list. Someone used the Metal Gear May Cry, like a really good song from OC Remix that everyone else can use, like everyone's allowed to use. So they used that song and they rapped over the top of it. They put up their lyrics over the top of it. They lyricked over the top of it, whatever you want to call it. And since they have, now every one of my YouTube videos, so for like everything going back for the past couple months, that song has been loud enough for them to pick it up on the scans or whatever. Because that person had took the same song and put it in the background as we have in the background of the stream, they're claiming it as their own original music, even though it's not original music. Killing me. It's killing me. Anyway, so it's triggering. I'm winning all of the. But anyway, it's basically saying any advertising I would have gotten on any of these videos. I think I want a Zareth. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on top. I'll put this in the graveyard. A little bit of surveil action. But yeah, any of the videos that get flagged, like any of my advertising would go to him. So I'm having to like file these disputes to stop it. Yes, it's the Metal Gear May Cry remix, and I mean YouTube's like, I'm winning because like he doesn't own the rights to that song, and that song's been on been around a lot longer than his version with lyrics on it. But because his version with lyrics is his original creation, he's trying to get credit for his original creation, which, you know, nothing wrong with that, but oh, it's been aggravating. Filing claims. Alright, well, we're gonna let Azareth try to deal with that. Ooh. We're going to let this try to deal with that. Please resolve. Don't spell pierce me, opponent. Don't do it. You don't have Spell Pierce. You don't have it. Don't cast it. Alright, sweet. Let's see what happens. It's like get kicked in the balls every month. Understood. I have. We've every claim that he's made, I've just disputed it, gave the links, everything else, and said go from there. So I think I'm supposed to just like stop as much damage as possible. And we know we were losing that one spy bug anyway. Phyrexian Scriptures was quite nice right here. See if we can get this Azareth down. Because then we can use Azareth to like bring back Dimir Spybug, and then yeah, that'll be great. That'll all be great. Tempest Djinn, Mistcloaked Herald. He's got one card left. I'm just going to go ahead and put him into my graveyard. Dimir Spybug. Okay. And I'm going to actually just get back a Dimir Spybug instead of getting back Lazav. Even though getting back Lazav would be pretty sweet too, but I'm just getting back another Spybug. Because if we can get this Price of Fame to go off, then we're going to be alright. You swinging, opponent? You swinging? He's swinging. He's swinging. Well, he has to be able... What is going on? Tempest Djinn. Tempest Djinn. I don't think that does it. Kill Tempest Djinn. Surveil 2. We're going to go... A graveyard. A graveyard. I don't want any of those. Get some triggers. There we go. The double Djinn. He double dipped on the Djinn. Spybug's doing work. That's right. That menace. Man, Spybugs don't play around, do they? It's just what? Get some. Flying Menace. What monstrosities. No, I just wanted more. I wanted more Spybugs. Like, Lazav, Surveil trigger. Yeah, it would have made the other one bigger. But I wouldn't have had mana to bring the other one back. I wouldn't have had mana to actually copy it. No, I think we were good with the line that I took. What did we take out? So I kind of want to take Direfleet Poisoner out, right? And just bring in some Golden Demise. But I also like Disinformation Campaign in this matchup. Like, so maybe we only got 3 Spybugs in this matchup. Cast Down's really good. But I know negate seems like it's really good, but it's like hard to negate these decks. I think negate's probably going to be better than syncopate though, so I'll bring in negate there. Maybe I want to get rid of blood operative and go with more negate. Try to out counter, like trying to out counter out tempo this deck seems like that's going to be a little bit hard, but I think it's the route we need to take. We'll try it. Healer's Hawk and Mentor, or OP. Yeah, I mean there's some really good brews behind Healer's Hawk and Mentor. I'm gonna play some of this a little bit slow. I think we may end up playing this disappearance a little bit earlier than I think as well. If he gets his nut draw and we see Curious Obsession go on this thing, then just depends on if he has dive down. No, Mystical Carol. Siren Storm Tamer. There's a Spy Bug. I'm just gonna go ahead and play that. If we get this to grow a little bit, we'll be alright. I'll take this first 3. I mean, he may just be wanting to like chart a course here or something. May also just be wanting to counter the spell. Alright, so we draw a card, he discards a card. Not bad, I'll take it. It would be nice if this actually surveilled as well, but it's a surveil payoff. Oh, is this it? Is this the one? Oh, we're flagged. Oh, we're flagged. Yeah, flagged. Yeah, this is it. This song has been on OC Remix for 9 years. 9 years. Somebody puts out a video like 2 days ago. No! Trickster tapping me down! Alright, well... really need to hit Golden Demise. Are Dev's decks any good? Oh, Death's Desolator Magic Stack? They're magic cards. They're decks. I'm gonna cast Discovery. Get some triggers on my Spy Bug. Alright, so we're gonna go Graveyard. I mean, we want to just draw another one? I mean, it's more triggers, but... let's go Graveyard. Let's just draw something else. Another Spy Bug. Okay. So, let's play the other Spy Bug. Spy Bug counter? Alright, countered. Cool. Moving on. Now we need to stop Siren Storm Tamer. Okay, so Siren Storm Tamer is not swinging. Ooh. Alright, so we've got some options here. Alright, I want to get greedy, right? Like, I really want to get greedy, and I want to find a way to, like, bounce something and let him keep something. But Golden Demise, like, man, that feels so greedy. It feels so greedy though, doesn't it? Oh man. Okay, so yeah, these are all built to be like Delver of Secrets. Delver of Secrets was the greatest of all these little tempo. Alright, well. Wizard's Retort. That's probably going to be pretty bad, right? 2 mana over here just wrecking me. Target Trickster with the bounce. All right. Targeted Trickster with the bounce. Transylvania Temptation. Yeah, it's a pretty cool song. So, Price of Fame. Oh, sweet. We're gonna go Graveyard Top. I would love to draw another Spy Bug. Cast down. And now we just block Trickster. Pray he doesn't have like a bounce. Okay, let's see what he's got. Exclusion Mage! No, not the Exclusion Mage! Aw, darn. Why haven't I taken the problem song off the list? Because I have every right to use it. I'm sorry. I've won all of the rebuttals. Like, they just keeps putting them up, and I just fill them out, but it shouldn't be me that has to take it down. I'm using it by, like, in legal rights. I don't have to take it down. We've lost here. I know that may not have been the answer you guys were looking for, but that's my answer. It's all right. We're dead here. Watch Golden Demise on top. I'm like, oh no. All right, begin sideboard. Here we go. Ooh, all right. So, do we make any changes? Do we just like more of our own little flash dudes, right? Our little Merfolk Trickster. I don't really want to bounce most of his stuff, but I want the Surveil trick. I don't think I want Negate. I don't think I want to get into that fight. Like, if I'm going like Spell and Negate, I don't know. The negates aren't coming out. That means, alright, my negates are glitched in, so I need one other card out. gonna take out one Siren Storm Tamer for this Night Vale Predator. This is probably like, it's saying 63, but I think the negates are stuck, and maybe 61 card deck, something like that. We'll see when we get here. Be like admittance of doing something. Yeah, 61 cards. Not necessarily admittance of doing something wrong, but I don't know. Like, they're not demonetizing me. They're just saying that the owner of that video will receive all of my monetization from anything that you know, happened on the video where I used it, and as long as I dispute it, then they basically, a human goes and looks at it and goes, okay, yeah, he grabbed the same song from public domain as Cyborg MTG did, and then he just, you know, put some lyrics over the top of it, which technically is what I'm doing. I'm putting, you know, this over the top of it. So seeing Direful Poisoner makes you miss playing Kari Zev, and your Rakdos Pirates, the double blocks. Yeah, I liked Kari Zev. Kari Zev was sweet, dude. Like, all of a sudden, like, you give her an extra +1. I'm going to keep this hand. This hand's not that bad. Night Vale Predators, possibly amazing. I think we can afford to draw it, but maybe not. I don't think we can afford to draw it right now. So I probably shouldn't even want it in the deck if I can't afford to draw it in the first 4 turns, right? No, he can't take anything because, first off, he doesn't have legal rights to the song, and second off, I file for the claims. But if I didn't file for the claims, then yeah, technically he could take it. It's just one of those like crappy things that people do. So it is what it is, man. You just got to be like, I don't know. You just gotta you know, fight back with your YouTube lawyers. How my people look at it with his people, and then, you know, go from there. Right, things get nasty when money is involved. Yeah, there's not much money involved here. It's gonna take like $3 from the advertising of this video. Jeez. I'll let you guys look at this hand for a moment, and then he's already got 2 mana down. He's about to have his 3rd land. He's got a Mistcloak Herald with a Curious Obsession on it already. He has protection for that Mistcloak Herald, so we're not going to be killing it like without decking some lands. We can get rid of the protection just to make him want to play into more. I think I don't want him to have more Curious Obsessions though. So out of all things, I'm just going to take the Curious Obsession. I'm throwing this in the graveyard. This Thought Erasure that we just, you know, surveilled to the top, throwing that in the graveyard as quickly as possible. The only thing that can possibly save us right now is to hit 4 mana and get a Phyrexian Scriptures down. So there we go. Yes, yeah, I have tried to build this deck in multiple different forms. I have played the Thief of Sanity build where you splash black into the mono blue deck. You run it just like mono blue. Only difference is you run the split lands, you get kill spells in the sideboard, and in the main board you get to trade the gens out for Thief of Sanity. I don't like the build because, like, the idea of playing Thief of Sanity period means that you're also going to be wanting to cast some of the cards that you're getting from your opponent. Otherwise, why the hell are you worried about getting your opponent's cards if you ain't going to cast them, right? And your opponent's usually not geared or structured the way that your deck is. So, like, a lot of times you'll be getting cards that don't really do what you're wanting to do. Yeah, you can play some creatures and stuff like that, and you can be cool and all the other things. Come on, Black Source, off the top, please. We beg of you. But anyway, yeah, you can do all of those cool things if you want, but you can't, like, just the way the mono blue deck plays, you don't really want to be spending your turns playing their 5 drops and their 4 drops and stuff like that. You want to just, like, turn 4, play a Tempest Gen and leave up a dive down and say, what? What are you going to do about it? You know? So. What's up, Jack? How you doing? Madness? Oh, cool. I just love getting notifications. What's up, man? Glad you could make it. Get wrecked, son. Oh. Oh, this is a smacking. This is a smacking. Probably shouldn't even played this. Come on, black source. That is not a black source. I assume our opponents just got a ton. We might as well, like, start punching in for damage, right? I mean, is this Siren Storm Tamer coming at us? Probably not, because we can kill the Siren Storm Tamer. Maybe I should have just swung with the Dire Fleet Poisoner, too. Bring it. You did not use your... Oh, just one time, right? Okay, that's what it was. That's the power that lets us rip the cards we need from the top of the deck. And I can't do it now. It just wouldn't be the same, right? Alright, let's kill the Siren Storm Tamer at least. Make the opponent use a little bit of his mana. The good news is any land opens us up to Price of Fame, which we can use... Oh, that's right. I forgot about that dadgum dive down. Dadgummit. Well, doggone. Oh, this is pretty sweet. That we can't cast because we don't have black source. Ouch. This is bad. It's bad. Not going so well. I mean, okay, so I've missed out on 2 points of damage, but I don't think that matters. Because then comes the Tempest Gen. He will be lethal by himself after this turn. Yep. No doggone black mana there, by God. I tell you, man, we need some black mana. We could cast this daggone double black spell right here, by God. By golly and doggone it. Alright, well, whatever. Oh! Too late. I don't know. This isn't, like, super too late. I mean, might as well swing first, right? He's got 7 cards in hand right now. There's no way this resolves. No way. Like, if I went for Price of Fame, like, which one's more likely to resolve? Like, what do you guys think, right? Like, so if I go for Price of Fame, then Dimir's Spybug automatically gets bigger. Right? If I go for Phyrexian Scriptures, I go to 1 next turn if he doesn't have some other way to add to the battlefield. If I go for Price of Fame and I don't kill this and I kill this, I go to 3 next turn and I'm dead to Merfolk Trickster in hand. If I go Golden Demise, I go to 3 next turn from the Merfolk Trickster in hand. If we doesn't just counter... we Golden Demise. Yeah. He's still got a Merfolk Trickster and we got a 3. But whatever. You think Price of Fame is more likely to resolve? Wizard's Retort says nothing's resolving. Yeah. Yup. Even if he sagas, he still kills me. Yeah, like we were dead to Merfolk Trickster there anyway, so. And we're at 1 now, so maybe no Merfolk Trickster, but okay. Alright, so yeah, even Saga. We're dead to even Saga. Oh hey look, just a little swamp right there. Alright, so what do I think about this deck? Lee? So I've played the Surveil decks. I played Deb's Surveil deck, and I actually really like that deck. I think Deb's Surveil deck had was first off, it was more of a Surveil deck than this particular deck is. This deck feels like it's kind of pirates, it's kind of Surveil, it's kind of you know, got this you know, control mid-range style thing going on, and I feel like that's kind of like all over the place as far as like overall strategies. Granted, we did come up against Mono Blue, which they're mean. They don't let you play they don't let you play with your magic cards, and you know that's just mean. However, if you go back and look at spaghetti, go back and look at spaghetti. But if you go back and look at the Debs deck that I ran, the deck had Thoughtbound Phantasm, which I was overwhelmingly surprised at, right? So far, Surveil has been the only other strategy I have tried other than Mono Blue that can actually get under most of those big decks and still end up putting a huge creature onto the battlefield. So I think that if you're going to play a Surveil strategy, I think you really need to be in the neighborhood of like Thoughtbound Phantasm. I do like Dimir Spybug. I like the Night Veil Sprites. I like things like that. I like that entire package because the entire deck plays a lot like Mono Blue. However, I am going to say that if you're going to build a tempo deck, and as much as I do like the Surveil tempo deck, I think it's a great option. I think if you want to be playing tempo and you just really hated the Mono Blue deck, which if you're wanting to play tempo, you probably don't really hate the Mono Blue deck because it's a wonderful tempo deck. But I do think if you're going to play the Surveil option, you need to play it in a tempo shell, and I think that the threat of just having the additional you know, early one-drop creature that gets under everything but can grow so fast and so huge that they really can't do anything about it. The Thoughtbound Phantasm is just absolutely wonderful. I do like the card, and I think that it works the same along the same lines of the Mono Blue decks. It allows you to get a creature out, and then you can set back and just never really have to play a creature again. And that can allow you to be in more of a tempo shell. I do get that you're kind of in a mid-range shell here, and if you're wanting to be in more of the mid-range shell, then I think that then you should probably shift to Dimir mid-range or something like that, running, you know, the Doom Whisperers and you know, cards of that nature. But if you're wanting to be in the control shell, then you probably don't want to be running, you know, Direfleet Poisoners and stuff like that anyway. So like it feels like it's trying to do control things, and it feels like it's trying to do mid-range things, but it's trying to play like tempo. And doing all of that seems like that, you know, that's not like the strongest thing that you could do when there is a good blue-black control deck, there is a good blue-black mid-range deck, and there is a good blue-black tempo deck in the just basic Surveil deck, the budget Surveil deck. So I think that there's just like other decks that do all of these things. Like if I would describe this deck, it would be like you know, when you play those like motocross video games or pretty much any game, and you have all the selections, and they have all the stats for the different you know, vehicles or guns or whatever it is you're playing with, and all, like this gun's got like, you know, range is all the way over to the side, and then the other gun is like barely. There's always that one gun that's just like, well, I'm not really good at range, but I'm midway on everything. That's what this deck feels like. This is the average. Like, this one does everything, but nothing really well. And all in all, that can be its own thing as well. So, but if you wanted to go towards any of those other strategies, I think there's just a better build already like floating around, and you know, that's just what I think about the deck, man. I like the deck. I like Surveil. I like the Surveil mechanics. I love half the cards that you pick, and that's one of the problems with all cards in, like, not Simic, but yeah, Simic as well, but all cards in like Sultai colors right now. There's so many great cards that picking only enough to put into a single deck is just a nightmare. How's it going, Cyborg MTG? Everyone safe after the tornado the other day? Yeah, we had tornadoes hit like 7 miles south of us and then like 10 miles like east of us or something like that. Like, it was actually pretty calm where I'm at, though. I mean, like, it was storming like hell. The rain was, you know, beating down, but you know, no. And yeah, the wind was blowing, but like, there was no like cracked down branches or anything from the trees. So the storm didn't get like just overwhelmingly crazy here, but like within 10 miles in either direction, like they got tornadoes and crap. So I mean, it could have very well went bad, but we got lucky. None of the tornadoes actually touched ground. There were just spotted funnels and rotations. So we didn't actually get anything like on the ground. So everything kind of storm blew over, you know. So anyway, thank you for asking though, Damage Spec. I appreciate it. Were you affected by it? Because I know that it was worse in some places than others. So you feel the Nightveil Predator is a cute of. You get its purpose, but it's too clunky. Yeah. I liked it as a 2-of in the Surveil deck. You need that finisher, that end piece, that card that's going to take you through the roof. Also, it's just really, really hard for me to play Dimir and not have Thief of Sanity in the deck somewhere. It's just real hard. Like, breaks my heart. This deck could probably benefit from some presses, things like that. I don't think Metamorphic Alteration is the most wonderful card in the world either. But, you know. Well, Lee, I hope I didn't just absolutely butcher it. I also think, like, maybe just rethink this Direfleet Poisoner Siren Stormtamer plan. And maybe just give it more into Surveil, dude. Here, I bet I can pull this up. Give me just a moment. Devs, Turbo Surveil. Probably have to fix a couple cards like Discovery or something like that. Yeah, it's missing Discovery. This was the Turbo Surveil. Now, you don't have to actually like take this very deck. I don't like Narcomoeba in this deck. I just don't. I don't like Narcomoeba in the deck. I think that Narcomoeba is cute. I'm not 100% on Creeping Chill, but Creeping Chill is not horrible, right? Dazzling Lights is like, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but I've pulled some awesome tricks with Dazzling Lights. So as far as like the shell of the deck goes, is you do need, like, Bearer Bones is better than than a lot of people gives him credit for. But I don't think Bearer Bones needs to be in the deck. Like, if I was going to cut this deck down to, you know, just a shell and say, you know, this is kind of the backbone. You want to be running some form or fashion of this. Creeping Chill would be like the next card I would cut. Maybe cut down to 3 Creeping Chills. It is a card that you want to be able to like hit into your graveyard. It buys a lot of time. I mean, just getting that free Lightning Helix because like you got an extra +1/1 counter on your Dimir Spire bug, and you know, guaranteed what you're going to get, you know, next turn or something like that. Creeping Chill's okay. It's okay. Like, I don't want to be casting the spell, but triggering it's fine. It's better than Narcomoeba, in my opinion. Whispering Snitch, I don't like the card. I just don't. Like, a lot of people like, there's a lot of surveil like mechanics and things like that. I would rather have like main board Sinistering Sabotage, you know, main board, maybe a couple more, you know, unexplained disappearances or something like that, buying myself a little bit more time, and then running some cards like that. I mean, it may be beneficial to run some dive downs or something like that, some other way to like protect your creatures or something like that. But all in all, like, I think that like most of, depending on how you wanted to play it, I would say that this is kind of like a shell that I would probably want to be playing with if I was playing in Surveil. Again, Whispering Snitch, not really. Like, if there's just better cards to use, then I probably use those. Metamorphic Vapors, I'm not a fond of it either. Blood Operative is okay. Like, Blood Operative, it's a thing. And when your deck's going off, you'll be fine. So, by the way, how did Jund Unsealing go? It won. We won. It was pretty good. But yeah, I think that, you know, you got like 10 cards that you can add, take a couple cards away from this, but Thoughtbound Phantasm's a lot better than like I've given him credit for. So, how much to run a league after you make a few adjustments? It's 50 for a league, Lee. Like, dude, you could go buy this deck like twice over for a league. But that's 100% on you, good sir. If you are going to run it in a league, give it like, put it on the Reddit. Give it a day of letting the guys on the Reddit like you know, wear it out. Like, just churn through it, you know, like, they're going to give you a lot of feedback. Some of it's going to be shit, kind of like my feedback. Some of it's going to be awesome, kind of like my feedback. You know, and that's just kind of how you got to take feedback. So, tune it, get it where you want it. If you want it to run the league, then we will. But yeah, if you want it run the league, give it some tuning, play with it, and see what you think about it. And then we'll play it in the league. So, but yeah, definitely put it on the Reddit. Like, hey, look, this is my Surveil deck. This is Lee Hansen's Surveil deck right there. You know, let's tune Lee's Surveil deck. You know, like that'd be a great tag for it on the Reddit. So post your deck. Let's tune Lee Hansen's Surveil deck, and Surveil. So I'm gonna catch hell about that in the chat comment. And let us like play with it and build with it a little bit, and see if we can just make it a Friday night monster, dude. I 100% think that Surveil has the tools. So yeah. Poopy's Time Stream deck. Yeah, I looked at Poopy's Time Stream deck. Be informed, dude. You missed your deck. Oh, I'm sorry. We won. We won, dude. Yeah, your deck like crushed. Game 3 was just phenomenal. Curved out, just a whooping. We give them a whooping. Anyway, that's my thoughts on like the blue-black Surveil deck, blue-black tempo game plan. I really like Nightville Sprite. I like this card. I think this card's really good. Especially if you have ways to draw cards. I think this card's wonderful. So, Lee said great feedback. Learned a lot from watching you play. Glad to see it play actually in a couple of weeks. We'll finally get to crack it yourself. Go back and watch the Turbo Surveil deck. I played this Turbo Surveil deck that I just pulled up. Go back and watch that gameplay if you didn't get a chance to watch it, Lee. And if I'm not mistaken, we had a lot of fun with this deck. Like, we were just whooping people at night. So you'll get a good showing of the Turbo Surveil deck and like the power level and what it can do, and then kind of take it from there. But from the way you had that deck built, it felt like this, like you wanted to be playing this deck. And I think that go back and check out the Surveil deck, dude. Seriously. Anyway, guys, that was our FNM decks for tonight. We did get the Jeskai Flash that Dev just came out with, so you guys go check out his deck tech on that. I will get the decks pulled. We'll be playing that tomorrow. I've also got a third FNM deck for you guys that I'm going to be playing at some point. It's by Cushy Darden. Cushy gave a donation last week, and you know, we owe Cushy a deck. Well, Cushy sent me the deck, and I'm not going to pull it up right now, but Cushy sent me the deck, and oh my goodness! All right, so we're talking like Lich's Mastery style builds. You know, one of this, one of that, pulling from here. So it was originally going to be played tonight with these decks, but then I was like, you know what? I need to look at this thing some more. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to get Cushy's deck out. That's all I've got on tonight's show. YouTube is off tonight. Yeah, man. Like everyone's been griping about the notifications tonight. You just posted the Navigator deck. If I think it sucks, we can play it right now. You built the Time Stream Navigator deck on MTGO. If anyone will playtest with you, you'll be on here all night till stream ends. Let me know. I'm tempted to pull you up, Poopy. I am. You know what? Let me pull some cards and like just throw this together. What am I missing from Turbo Surveil? Let me delete this and re-pull this deck. You're on, Poops. You're on. I'm gonna play you. I'm gonna play you one game here, dude. All right, so let's pull up the Devs Turbo Surveil. All right, what are we missing? So I'll just turn that in. What don't I have? Something in the sideboard. Nope, it's missing 2 cards. Bam. Alright. Alright, Poopy. Challenge. Smash that like button. Yeah, you know we were going to get off, but send the challenge, Poop. You think Turbo Surveil needs card draw and a sweeper? I'm looking to add things. Round 1. Fight! Haha, super secret tech. Super secret tech. Here we go. Gideon versus Dak Payton. Oh, we won the dice roll. What a crappy hand. Come on, Mulligan. There we go. Keep this. Put that on the bottom. Let's get out this Thoughtbound Phantasm. And Rocket. Here we go. Key to victory. Watch opponents stream. There you go. That's one way to do it. That is one way to do it. Now he wants to take infinite turns. Infinity turns. It's okay. some Riverwise Augurs. What do you want to brainstorm? Isn't that what that deck does? I want Agent Ebolas back, okay? Like, they need to reprint Agent Ebolas. Alright, so he tapped out here, which is pretty good for us. I mean, we're going to lose some more life, but, you know, it's just life. We're going to put that in the graveyard. We're going to put that on top, draw it, and something else. Get us a couple triggers. Go ahead and get into combat. Do a little damage. Do a little damage. Make a little love. I was trying to go somewhere with a song on that, and it backfired. Yeah, I don't like the Narcomoebas in this deck. I think Narcomoeba's bad here. Whatever. You like the treasure map action? I like foil treasure map. It makes foil treasures. At least it used to. I don't know if it still does. Jizza has showed up in chat here, you guys. Like, Jizza's on MTGO in chat. He's like, I'll go get the front row seat. Alright, well. Can you counter my Notion Rain? Ooh. Put that on top. Put that on top. Always yield. Always yield. Land. Thawbound. I mean, he may have like a Ritual of Soot, and I might be about to get wrecked right here. Hey, this could happen. And he'd just be like, Ritual of Soot, wreck your face. But he may not. He may not. And if he don't, then he's in trouble. Like a little bit of trouble. Not like a lot of trouble, just a little bit of trouble. You got about 11 foil treasures from playing at FNMs that season. Right? Like, oh man, I got some good ones. You know, ones with the dinosaur on one side. I've got ones with the Phoenix token on the other side. Like, I love my Phoenix token because like I got 4 Phoenixes, so I use that. Uh-oh. Put Time Stream Navigator on the bottom of its owner's library. Take an extra turn after this one. All right. So does he have like protection spells, I wonder? He has to have like counter spells, right? You can't just like play a Time Stream Navigator and just like not have some way to like... You can't do that, right? Right, you have to have something like Spell Pierce. Alright, understood. Understood. Okay. So he's going to take some extra turns. Oh ho. You understand his deck now? Oh, you're bad short black mana. You got like 8 sources of black mana and you need like 14 to 16, I think. You're bad short on black mana. As far as your deck goes being formed, yeah, the deck was a little short. Sweet. Well, that means I actually get to play this Thoughtbound Phantasm first. Alright, well, he's going to get an extra turn if he wants it. To me, that just says, like, draw a card. That's all that feels like. Yeah, he's going to scoop it up. Right? I mean, he's going to scoop, because we're going to get these triggers, and then we're going to wreck him in the face, and then he's going to get to draw 1 card. Yeah. Draw a card and play an extra land this turn is basically what that's going to say. For sack a dude. Thought Eraser's not bad. Sinister Sabotage is not bad. I mean, this deck's going to be super slow. Vapors kills the Time Stream Navigator. Make him discard cards, like get some value off of that instead of like this Narcomoeba crap. Yeah, I don't like Narcomoeba. Like, I get that I'm currently playing Dev's deck, talking about Dev's deck, but I don't like Narcomoeba in this deck. I'll take a Creeping Chill out for a Thought Eraser too, and then just kind of like maybe even take a Creeping Chill out for the Vapors, or I think I'd take all the Creeping Chills out and take Sinister Sabotage. Like if I hit it, I hit it. If I don't, I don't. And, you know, just run it like that. It seems fine. Like, this is probably like a decent main board right here anyway. Yeah. Alright, so apparently he should have countered a Notion Rain or something there, and he said he punted pretty bad, but yeah, this is bad. I'm gonna mulligan. Alright, this is a lot better. See what I'm doing there, right? That's like twice in a row of mulligan. We can put that on the bottom. We don't need that. Like just mulligan to a threat. Like if you're not running a threat with this spy bug, like with this deck, you just can fall behind. So like I just highly recommend like getting a threat down, so that you get those counters. It takes so long to get this guy active anyway, that if you don't like work at it, it's just not gonna happen. So just get him down and then like actively try to surveil. This is not bad though. I mean, we're at least going to be, you know, hitting creatures. He uses removal here on the Phantasm. That'll come back to bite him in the butt later because, like, yeah. Yeah, it turns out its own name just means this card. So, oops. Oh, gosh. I butchered that. I was supposed to play Blood Operative here. Yeah. I don't want that. Well, I mean, at least we can start doing a little damage. I think Whispering Snitch's ability should have been on this creature. Like, I think you're gonna start calling me sideboard punts instead of sideboard MTG. It's fine. Like that, I'm not worried about this. He's so stuck on land right now anyway that he's gonna be a little bit behind us. Now we've got at least a card in the graveyard that we can eat with the Blood Operative, which, you know, we're gonna get a little bit more value out of because we are trying to keep him off of 7. So it's like happy mistakes. Like Bob Ross said, shit, man. He still hasn't got any counters on these treasure maps. They're running way behind on him. Price Fame's not bad. Alright, so let's play some life for this. I almost kept that swamp that was on top last turn. Just because like that swamp would have let me alright, we just take Doom Whisper. The swamp would have let me like not pay the life to bring our Blood Operative in. Yeah, we'll use the ability. just keep chipping in. For right now, we're giving him a lot of work. Like he's got a lot of stuff he's got to deal with. So. Right, like Doom Whisperer is no joke. Like if you're gonna play, you know, these strategies, I really think Doom Whisperer is where the deck needs to top out. I don't think you need a bunch of Doom Whisperer, like 2, maybe 3 copies at the most. But that's what you want. You want this deck to like completely top out at Doom Whisperer, and you want to surveil into your lands. Like if you know that you're going for that, you know, that strategy. So. Right, a Bells and Lock. I'm gonna get some surveil triggers here. We're gonna go graveyard. Get back my Blood Operative anyway. This could be scary, like this Rite of Bells and Lock. I guess we just swing. Like, he's gonna get a bunch more of these little token dudes, but I'm not really worried about that. And then we'll play the other Blood Operative. Like, Blood Operative hits and gains 3 life back, which pays for the other Blood Operative. Like I said, like I don't like this card, but this card's like the best we're gonna get right now. So, what's going on, guys? Oh, yeah, it's a lot different when you're trying to like talk to people and you're just in your own world. Like, the better I want to play, like, the more likely I am to... Yeah, I'll just eat this swamp. I don't actually have to eat anything, though. Like, I don't have to pull cards out of my graveyard. But yeah, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to like talk to people, you know, maintain a conversation while you're trying to make like lines of play. So it is what it is. Alright, so you're gonna make some more dudes. You're gonna make us some more dudes. And I'm gonna swing at all these dudes. And we ain't gonna care. What did I do? Like, what punt did I make that was so bad? Yes, you can build the Surveil deck for like 20 bucks. It's great. You got my bearer bones. Oh, I gotta sack. What? I gotta sack a couple of dudes. Man, that's good. That's good. I like it. I ain't stacking that. I'll get rid of these Blood Operatives. It's what they're there for, right? Alright, so he's gonna have his like 6. Killing this. Notion Rain. Graveyard. Top. Triggers. Yes. And then... No. I only want one of them back right now. Like, if I want the other one back, I can decide on that when I cast Dazzling Lights. So we'll see. I just wanted to actually like get this Thoughtbound Phantasm going. So our opponent's at 6 right now, and if he doesn't get another flyer, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Like, we know he's got like dude coming, right? Like the dude is coming. So somebody puts like Jeff Daniel, like isn't it Jeff Daniel, like Jeff Bridges? If somebody like puts Jeff Bridges up, it'd be awesome. The dude. But anyway, our plan is to kill him with our dude, right? He was mainly saying that you should be cutting him some slack. Usually call out punts. I call them out. I mean, I just understand that sometimes people make punts. Just how it works. Okay. Like, the opponent is spending mana. I don't know what's going on. Our opponent's doing some crazy stuff. He's conceding death here. Oh, he shuffled our library. I shouldn't have got anything. I should just let it go. Oh, that was clever. Damn, I had Notion Rain on top. Alright, alright. So then I just do this. No, I'll do it on my turn. Ooh, disinformation campaign. That'll draw me a card. See, that's another good way. So we'll Thought Erasure him. He's got nothing. I just want to surveil. Graveyard. See, oh damn. That would have been a Creeping Chill, which is what I brought in for that card. That would have been really, really good. He's still so dead, though. Isn't he? Maybe not. Maybe he's not dead. I would still love to be able to kill the demon here. Like, we may be dead. I mean, if he can like Time Stream Navigator into another Time Stream Navigator, then he's got us. But otherwise, we got this. We got this. Poopy, you got some nice cards, dude. I like the fact that you like your foils. Ooh, we killed the demon. We killed the demon. We killed the demon. Become a sponsor, then you can call out the punt. There you go. Use the punt in action. Jizza does it. Jizza's like, I'm calling them damn punts. I'm just throwing footballs at your ass. Throwing him in the head. But like, man, you know that was a punt. That was probably a punt to not... The biggest punt I've made in this game was getting my land from his Field of Ruin. I knew that I had a Surveil card on the top of my library, and pulling that land cost me game last turn. Like, I would have been able to swing for 6 with my Dimir Spybug, and that would have been game. But I didn't do it. So... You're not a sponsor, but the channel is one of the ones featured on your page. Hey, that's worth more than you could possibly know. Like, as far as that goes, like that means you have intentions of sending traffic. And as far as a YouTuber goes, that's the one resource you actually have is an allocation of traffic. So that's huge. Thanks, Tier 1 Jank. I appreciate that. That's sponsorship, dude. It's advertising. This is the only channel you ever donated any amount of money to, even if it was only $3. So, it's awesome. I'm glad you enjoy. I'm glad you have a place to hang out, Madness. We miss you when you're not here. I wasn't supposed to be playing that game, but Poopy wanted to show us his. He wanted to show us something, y'all. I didn't see it. All right. All right. So that's what, like, that's the Turbo Surveil deck, guys. Like, that's what it is. I know that we didn't do one of those for Jund Unsealing, but if you want to see how I feel about Jund Unsealing, go back and watch any of the Unsealing decks we played. But the Turbo Surveil, Lee Hansen, man, if you're still around, like, I hope you got a chance to just see this deck do crazy crap. Like, it's pretty good, man. It's good. It does seem like a lot, but it's got Surveil on it, and that's what this deck wants to do. It wants to Surveil. So, and you can gain life with your Creeping Chills and your Blood Operatives. So, again, get rid of the Narc Amoebas, and everything else is fine. I actually like the Dazzling Lights. All in all, guys, that was nice to see the Surveil deck working. Oh my goodness, when we played Deb's Surveil deck, it won like all 4 games that night. I know this deck did. This deck was amazing. I remember having like such a good feeling about this deck. You got super nervous with the pressure on. Were you making punts there, Poopy? You didn't even have chat talking to you. You like the Phantasm? Hate chills? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Like, chills aren't for everybody. That's a get lucky card. I mean, it's a high risk, high reward card. You end up with it in your hand, like, it's gonna suck. You end up with it in the graveyard off of a Surveil trigger, then you're gonna be like, yeah. Your Phantasm, yeah, it doesn't just stop because you got to a certain point, though. So, thanks, bro. That was fun. Poopy, I'm glad you had some fun, dude. I was talking mad trash over here, though. I was. You go back and watch it, dude. I was talking mad trash. But hopefully that'll let you see a little bit about your deck as well. You've posted quite a bit here tonight. Thank you very much, guys. That's all I've got. I'm done. It's almost midnight. We're gonna call it a night. Winner goes the spoils. It's not like that. We wasn't playing like that. You were listening the first few minutes and you had to turn it off, right? All right. Well, guys, hope everyone had fun. Gals, hope everyone had fun. Everybody, Lee, check out this Surveil deck. Go back and watch that video. It's pretty sweet. If anyone else wants to play this deck or any of the other decks, don't forget to check out manatraders. And if you want to help support the channel, you can do so over on Patreon. The link is in the description box below, down in the channel details. If you want to post your deck for some feedback, or maybe just get it played on our Subscribers Sundays, then don't forget to post your decks over on the Cyborg MTG subreddit. And if you want to get in on more of our FNM decks to come, you want to post your FNM deck, $20 or more donations in the chat will get you played on an FNM game. So hope everyone likes, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.